My Kind of Convo. I'm your host, Criss.
I'm your host, Kim.
And I'm your hostess, Criss Cross.
Hey, we're back again, and we're so glad to have all of our listeners and new listeners. Thank you guys for tuning in. And we're just going to jump right in. I guess today, we're going to keep going with the out of order, but I think we're just going to go a little regular today. So I'm actually going to be a little out of the box because I always do like a relationship, whether it's friends, family, or lovers. But I actually came across something that was really interesting, and I want to get you guys' opinion about this.
On it.
On
it.
And this is especially for, I love my NYC teachers out here. I worked with kids for a very long time, and I used to see them do so much, and teachers do not get enough credit. But this question doesn't only just relate to them. This relates as a job, like in general. So there were teachers at this school in North Carolina, and 225 of them got paid bonuses, right?
Chilling. Teachers deserve the pay they get.
They got paid about $1,500 each.
Okay. They deserve that plus
not bad at all.
Right.
So of course, just like anybody, you see this money, like, oh, okay. But then the school turned around and said, "Our bad.
What
you gotta pay
bad?
that back."
What you mean? I done spent that money.
Get back to them until 5 days later.
I done spent that money.
Yes. 5 days later. So yeah, it was about
the money she
$1,200 to almost $1,500.
She's gone
as a bonus. And apparently they said that the error was that it was actually meant for the new teachers because it's an incentive. Not to say that all teachers don't deserve to get paid.
Oh.
But it is an incentive that they use to the new teachers to keep them to stay or to come on board. So now they're saying they'll either have to pay the full amount back in a lump sum from their next check, which is actually next month, or they'll have to make payment plans, or they'll have to get a deduction over 3 months from their paycheck. So I heard this and I was like,
teachers do not get paid enough as is in the Board of Education.
Right. And I mean, this is just across the board. This because they're in North Carolina. So I'm thinking that's still like, I can only imagine, like, as a New Yorker, we know how much we get paid here. To imagine North Carolina, where that money looks immaculately beautiful because our taxes are way high, our minimum wage is way high compared to them. So I can imagine, and you know how many of them probably sat on that for like a couple days before they were like, all right, now I can spend it. Like, I'm gonna wait a day or two.
But
maybe this was a.
It's not like it was just one or two people.
225.
We're talking 225 people.
Yeah,
that's payroll's fault.
Yeah. This total up to $2,800,000.
That's payroll's
all together that they gave to these teachers. So my whole thing is, if your job paid you a bonus like that, whoa, and then turned around and said, "Our bad."
FMLA.
Whoa. What would you do in that situation?
The money gone.
I already paid rent. What do you mean? I'm 2 months up to date, babe.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? The money's gone. The minute it hit my bank account and I double checked, waited 30 seconds and then paid my bills.
30 seconds.
I booked my flight, babe.
Oh my gosh.
Like, what do you mean?
FMLA. I'm going to the doctor today. I'm putting in for 2 months FMLA.
I'm done with you. I don't know if that's going to stop them from wanting to take the money away.
They still
just say,
I
like,
don't know. But because
they're talking about deducting it from your pay.
That's crazy.
That's called a lawsuit.
That's crazy because when you think about that, and I've worked in North Carolina, and pretty much, if not all, most of the jobs are bi-weekly pay.
Yeah.
Like, after taxes, you're getting what, depending on your pay, because I believe the minimum is still like under $10.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
so to them,
these
12,
poor
13,
teachers.
$14 is a lot.
Oh yeah. So to get a bonus of
me
like
explain
12,
something. Right.
it was-
New York City kids is
12.50.
crazy.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, I could just think of day kids.
Right.
Right.
But I like I was saying, like I
Yeah.
know myself too. Like whenever I get extra unexpected money, especially from a
I'ma sit on
job,
it for a
I
minute.
sit on it for a minute because I'm like, maybe this was a mistake.
I'ma call.
I'll wait a day.
You know what I do? No, I
don't
message
even
my
I don't
coworkers.
try to call.
No, I
wait
message
a
my
day or
coworker.
two, and I'm like, if they don't take it back,
I'm gonna message my coworker.
I'm gonna wait.
Did y'all get a bonus?
Yeah, you do that. You
I
do
do
message
that all
them.
the time. I was like, did y'all get something extra in your check? Nah.
Hold. Yeah.
I don't even say nothing. I just
Pause.
wait. I
Right.
wait.
I'll wait. I wait.
If nobody said anything by lunchtime, I'm like,
Pause.
I have a group
I
chat.
wait because I want to make sure they're not gonna. Because you know how sometimes it still says pending in your account, so you're like, it's there, but it's not there. So I'm like,
This is
I'm not-
electronic money. I
I'm
ain't
not
trying
gonna
to spend
touch
it.
it. I ain't gonna touch it. Then 2 days later, you're like, I think it's safe. I think it's good to just go. But 5 days later,
Nah,
you
that money gone.
came
That money's
and you're
gone.
telling me I gotta pay it back.
That money's gone.
who's the accountant? Because
Well, no, and they have a teachers union, so they should be able to go to the teachers union and honestly speak to them about this situation, and they'll gonna have to figure it out because I pay my dues, I do my due diligence. You paid me. That's not my problem.
and were taxes taken out of this?
Most likely,
So I want my taxes back.
right? And I'm not gonna
Right.
get that back.
Right.
Yeah.
So now I gotta
But
pay
you're gonna
taxes
tell me
for
I'm gonna
money
have
I
to pay
didn't
the
have.
full $1,500 back to you because that's what you tax.
Bugged out.
But
I
also
would've
think
quit.
about it. You're at your job. You get this pay, and then they say, "I'm sorry, it wasn't even intended for you. It was for only the new people." And you've been working with them for how long?
So what if you? Okay, so we know a lot of teachers who've gotten tenure.
I'm not even talking about just teachers. I'm talking about in general at a job. You've been there. You've worked at a job for now 6 years. You've been, let's say you worked at your old job at for almost 10 years.
yeah.
For somebody else new to come in and get a bonus because they're new, not even because of anything else.
So what you?
I'm just talking about
I'm
in
be
general.
like, you know, that's the group pot. You supposed to share.
Sure. Well, this is the thing. How would you feel if your company, boss, manager, whatever, is giving out these bonuses and they're saying it's only because it's an incentive to keep the new people?
Don't tell me.
Well,
What-
re-interview me.
Let me quit. Real
Yeah.
quick. Let me quit and come
Yeah. Let me just fill out this application right quick.
Because you know I'm good at the job. I could do the
Yeah.
job, but you know I
Yeah.
could do the job.
Stop.
So let me quit today and come back tomorrow.
I'm done. She said re-interview.
Yeah. Because
Because then I'm
hello.
a new. Let me go back through training because I think I
Right.
need.
That's
Right.
I'm with crisscross. I think I need it. I need to quit
I've
today.
never
and
been
come
on the
back.
west wing of this school, babe. Because as far as I know, I'm brand new here.
I am so dumb.
It said this is day one, not day
I'm
7,000.
done.
It's
Right.
fine.
I just feel like it's the insult. Like
It is an insult.
Isn't it? Shouldn't
It's a
it
slap
be
in the
more of
face.
an incentive to keep the workers that have been busting their behind
Right.
than trying to retain new people who we all know in any job? New people test the waters out in the beginning, and if
6
they
months.
really feel like this is not for them, deuces.
In the kind of world we are in now, people quietly quitting within 6 months of any job.
yeah. Oh
you
yeah.
really expect them to stay?
Because now is way more opportunities to just do anything and make money. You know what I'm saying? I mean, how long ago we didn't have an OnlyFans? Like we have sites where you could just take pictures of your feet finders, and people will pay you just to take pictures
taking
of
your
your
underwear, too.
feet. You know what I'm saying? And there's so much more opportunities today to
Flatulence
get
and jaws.
to get $1 than it was like 10, 15, 20 years ago.
That's right.
You know, so people are not, especially younger generations, are not taking anymore. They're not taking flack from like
They're not
bosses
taking
and
the
stuff.
stress. They're not taking the
Yeah.
anything.
But I just thought it was just wild to be like, not only did they give this, but to say that which wasn't even meant for you. This was meant for the new people.
That's a slap in the face.
Right.
That is a cause to put in my 2 weeks notice.
yeah.
That is a definite cause to put in my 2 weeks notice and be like, since it wasn't meant for me, I'm just going to keep it and I'm going to leave.
Right. What are you going to do? I can't pay it now if I'm gone.
I can't pay it now if I'm gone.
Can you imagine if all 225 people said deuces?
Yo, you know the teacher strike that would happen? What? Tell little Timmy that Mr. Smith ain't coming in today because he ain't paying back the $1,500.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And that is his favorite teacher. He see Mr. Smith every day at recess.
Like that, not for nothing. Like that's very shady. And not only that, but like teachers come out of their pocket for a lot for their students, man.
Preach.
A lot.
Preach.
From anywhere from snacks to lunch to supplies.
Yeah.
Like that's not fair.
Like having worked in the school system for a long time, a lot of teachers relied on lists that they would give to parents at the beginning of the school year so that they can get supplies that would last not just their kids but also other kids in their class.
Yeah.
So like I remember lists would have paper towel, it would have crayons, it would have rulers, it would have like basic supplies, and they would make that last for the whole year with these kids, you know.
Printer paper.
And that was just
tissues.
And this is just asking generosity from the parents for your kids. So don't even think, let's not even think about what they had, like you said, had to come out of pocket for these, you know, for these kids. And you're telling me that you just gave all these people a really great bonus, which they weren't looking for. It's a new year, weren't expecting, so they're thinking, oh wow, we must have like extra money where they're actually funding us.
Yes.
And then to turn around and be like, sorry, that wasn't for you guys, our bad.
Yeah.
What if I already planned the pizza party for Club A3?
Right. What if they use the money towards their kids too?
Right.
You know, some teachers do that.
Yeah.
They're like, well, this is a great incentive, but I don't even really need it, but I'll put it towards the kids. Now you have to turn around and go,
I'm so sorry, class.
Sorry,
so the
guys.
pizza party for the next 3 weeks has been canceled.
right. Sorry about that, guys.
You're gonna break those children's hearts.
For real.
Bro.
I just thought this was like a really super interesting topic. Like, again, not just because of the teachers and our teacher friends and people that we know in the field, but just in general in work etiquette. Like workplace, like respect from your company in general.
This is when a lot of people, and I, you know, I've been one to feel like this at sometimes within my professional career, that you are just a number. You're just a number. So I've busted my butt for 8 years.
Yeah.
I got this incentive. I feel so, this is what makes me feel good at being in my career. I went to school. I did this. I did all of this for this career. And then you're going to tell me, oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I feel like I am less than.
Honestly, a lot of the people have to jump through hoops and they have to do so much to actually even like be rewarded or to be recognized for the efforts that they're doing. So like, you know, like to get a bonus or to get anything, you have to have done XYZ to even qualify for it. And then you know, if you went above and beyond, then yeah, you can get it. So, you know, for people to just receive it, it would be like, oh snap.
Right. They just came on. It didn't, when I signed up 7 years ago, it didn't say sign on bonus. This is in construction. This is not driving a truck.
Right.
You ain't a truck driver.
Right.
Like where that says, oh, $2,000 bonus or something like that just for signing on. Like, no.
Right. And I think like anybody who came who's never received that incentive, like if there were people before who received it, I think they would understand like, okay, I got to give it back. But those who have been there, let's say they were there 20 years ago and they never got a bonus and they're now getting that bonus. They're going, wait a minute. So where's my pot? You
Where's
know,
my
I never
piece?
got this new higher bonus. So where's my pie?
I'm still with, I'm going to quit today. I'm going to see y'all tomorrow.
Yep. I'm gonna reapply.
Right.
I'm new.
I'm going to walk in for the interview tomorrow. I'll be like, hi, my name is, and I'm here for the position of fourth grade teacher.
Can you imagine? They're like, Kim? And you're like,
no, I am Miss B, and I have experience as of yesterday. I did quit my job.
The B stands for sign on bonus.
I'm done.
Yes, the B is for bonus, a bourgeois. Yes, yeah.
I'm done.
And I was here yesterday. Yes, I was trying out a class and then I quit. Now I'm here today to get my job back.
Because I heard new people get bonuses.
Because I heard through the grapevine.
But yeah, I just wanted to bring it up because I just found that I literally was like, thought that was just like the most interesting thing I heard, and I was like, I gotta talk about this because I need you guys' opinion. But yeah, I want to hear your opinion as well. Let me know, what do you think about being given a bonus and having to give it back, or it comes out of your check? On top of that, it wasn't even meant for you. It was meant for somebody totally new. And you know, I'm talking to people who've been there for extended amount of time. What do you think about that happening at any workplace? Especially if you're a teacher. Definitely let me know how you felt about this situation. I would love to hear it. All right, so we're going to move on over.
I'll slide the puck this way. So, with the new year upon us, Reddit has been aflame.
For real, no lie.
Flame.
No lie.
And I got a good one for y'all.
Okay.
So the title of this, Am I the Asshole? Is, Am I the Asshole for reporting my Tinder date to the FBI?
Oh, read.
We ain't dating no more. Are y'all ready? Y'all can't even get through. I just told something.
I want to know the
Go
cheese, man.
ahead. You already know it's downhill for me. But okay, I need to hear.
All right. So I, 27 female, recently went on a Tinder date with this guy, 32 male, who works at a nuclear power plant. Seemed interesting over text, but the actual date turned into a complete nightmare. He showed up 45 minutes late. No apology. Just starts bragging about his job as shift leader in the control room. His attitude was really off-putting. He talks about having power over midgets and vermin. And by that, he means people in general, which was really disturbing. He ranted about how much he hates everyone he sees and how he wants to cause chaos and destruction.
Oh.
I tried to steer the conversation to something else, but he kept fixating on his job. Then things got really worse. He starts bragging about knowing how to trigger a reactor core meltdown, laughing about it like it's some kind of joke. I couldn't tell if he was serious, but it totally freaked me out. It seemed like he was getting a kick out of the idea of using his position to cause a catastrophe. I ended the date early, went home, and couldn't stop thinking about what he said. Was he trying to impress me in a sick way? Or could he really be dangerous? After a lot of thought, I just decided to report him to the FBI. I figured it's better to be safe than sorry, right? But now I'm second guessing myself. Some friends think I did the right thing, but others say I shouldn't have ignored it since he was probably joking. Can't shake the feeling I might have overreacted and potentially ruined someone's career over a bad joke. So Reddit and the people of the MKC people, am I the asshole for reporting my Tinder date to the FBI for bragging about being able to cause a meltdown?
No, baby, because he's Clyde and he looking for a Bonnie. All right? Because that's crazy. Like, what?
Oh,
I hope he didn't pick her up.
Hell.
Is she the asshole?
Hell no, she's not her friends are the assholes for thinking she was Joe. It was a joke. First off, the way. All right, my man was 45 minutes late. Okay, let's give him a pass. It's the first date. Okay, I'm already 45 minutes to me is extreme.
I didn't even hear that. I just
Girl, I was listening and my facial expressions just kept plummeting. But then, man has the audacity to think he ruled the world and start talking about people and the M word, vermin,
and I don't like to.
I don't like to say
word.
the M word like that about the little people, but that was disrespectful. And you telling me, and you just keep going because she's trying to steer the conversation. I'm surprised she stuck it out.
She did the whole date,
but then she said it got worse. It got worse than that. Oh, it did. Mans talked about how he could make the nuclear reactor blow up. Well, that's like sitting there and someone telling you their plans on how to go out there and take people out. Yeah, that's probably FBI warranted.
Yeah.
I don't find that to be a joke. That's not funny. That's like, wow. And she said she couldn't even tell if it was a joke or not. Did the man laugh after? Was he like
does he wake up and laugh and go, I'm going to blow it up
even
today?
If he was laughing, that's just not something you joke about.
And this is what's scary because the date went that way and it went south. Quickly. What if he woke up the next day and said, I'm just going to do it?
Right. Like after really being able to talk to somebody about it.
Right. He couldn't talk to nobody afterwards. He thought he was Mr.
But
Mr.
her
Man.
friends think that she was wrong and thought it was a joke. I hope you... was you on the date? Were you there, a fly on the wall? And saw
because this was a Tinder date.
Right. That's... That, we wasn't dating any... I'm surprised she stuck it out because for him to speak about the way he was talking about people, that gives even just a small context of what he thinks about people in general. So him blowing up the reactor, that would have been nothing for him because he already didn't care about humanity as it was.
Sorry,
you know what
my
I'm
dark
saying?
humor is getting the best of me.
I'm sorry.
It's the way. I know, I get it. I get it
crazy.
100%. And the way my mind went was like, you imagine this dude having an argument with somebody in there? I'll take us all out.
Right. Oh
what?
my God. I'm
you
gone.
Crazy,
I'm crazy.
Can you imagine?
the shift leader.
I bet
Take
you there's
my tuna sandwich,
so many people there that was like, I've been telling you this man is cracked. Y'all ain't listening to me. I've been telling y'all this man is crazy.
What and then you want to be the fly on the wall when the FBI actually shows up.
Right.
Because they got to do an investigation.
Right. No,
And they're
but how do you do that? Like, oh man.
They got to take him off shift.
If he even provided a real name.
Let me explain something. That Homer Simpson to me so bad when I read it.
I even lied to you. I was thinking about that.
Homer Simpson to me.
Saw the whole
because
thing in my
I
head.
saw the Simpsons in my head.
Yeah.
Homer blowing up the reactor core.
He stayed doing that. In The Simpsons.
But he ain't even the shift leader.
No. But he always manages to.
He
mess
always
up.
do.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking it in a funny point of view. But if somebody had told me that on a date, I would. And you kept talking about it.
I just think it's not a date conversation.
It's not.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's one thing to talk about your job, and it's one thing to be like,
this is what I do.
I'm not a big fan of my job, but this is what I do. I'm in charge of this. This is how I work. Blah blah blah. But to say, yeah, I'm gonna take them all out, and I know how to do it. Yeah, no, that's me dipping. I was like, this was great. Here's my portion. It was interesting to meet you.
I use interesting.
Don't call me. I'll call you.
I will Tinder you.
Don't keep my number. Lose my number. But this was... I don't even know if I want to say that because the man is crazy.
not
I would
fun.
just be like, you know what?
I don't think a second date's
I'm gonna
gonna
call
work out.
Uber, a Lyft, the bus. I'll be out. I got myself. And I hope you can.
You know how fast the text message would have been? Get me.
Yeah, call me. Emergency 911.
911.
Red flag.
I would have became a doctor in a heartbeat. I have surgery right now. Izzy's calling me. Gotta go.
I didn't tell you my side job. I'm a doctor. I'm the on-call for the I'm a surgeon.
I'm the world's best thoracic surgeon. Oh my God, my beeper, Karev.
Correct.
Dr. Green.
You pray to goodness he doesn't get the reference, the Grey Anatomy or the ER reference, because you're screwed.
I know. I'm gonna just pick up any call. That's a scammer. All right, Dr. Gray, I'll be right in.
Dr. Taylor, you said
no.
what? You said what? Her lungs is failing.
Right.
I gotta go. A cold
Y'all are the
elephant.
worst. So tired. He's like,
Arizona
but wait,
lost her leg
don't-
again.
He's like, wait a minute, don't you work in an office? I didn't tell you my side
Side
hustle.
job.
Right,
That's my
right.
side job. That's my real
Don't
bread
worry
and
about what I do at night. I'm Batman.
Oh, the signal came up. Robin, you gotta go.
Right. Can you imagine?
And somebody better swing from the ceiling and save me. Cause this ain't it.
You start acting crazy. Martian Manhunt's about to get it.
Right. It's like, you're Batman. I'm Batman. I gotta go. No. I think that's why. I don't know. She is not the asshole. I think she was just. I feel
Keeping
like
it safe.
also I'm hoping she was just really like getting like, if you're getting sketch vibes, if you're getting like that feeling like this man is really out of his ever loving mind, then yeah.
And I hope
point blank period.
they were in a town that really doesn't have a power plant close by.
Right. I just, you know, that's just too much. Yeah. So,
Girl,
Yeah.
we be thinking about you. All right? We'll be thinking about you.
amen.
Cause, girl.
Nah.
But 27 female original poster of that Reddit. We'll be thinking about you. But how y'all feel? Do you think she was the asshole for reporting him to the FBI? Should she just maybe just call the cops? I don't know. Do you feel like she went too high in calling the FBI? Let us know. Give us some feedback about it.
Yeah. Yeah. Wild.
You can't even.
I can't even fathom like
Yeah. She's like, that's wild.
Golly. People out here is crazy out there though.
No,
You got to be careful.
Yeah.
You have to be careful. They be giving you no flags, and then all of a sudden, let me come over to your house.
Mm.
Ugh. Red flag, red flag, red flag. All right, let's pivot.
Let's Let's get your brains going just a little bit. And let's talk about a topic that me and Criss here were talking about. Do y'all ever sit in your room at night ready to go to sleep and your brain turns on and says, where do these one ticket lotto winners come from? And why is there a theory that it's to catch time travelers?
I'm gonna what?
Those people that just come out of the boondocks, they buy one Mega Million, one Powerball.
It's the only one they
Lucky
bought
for
in like 10 years.
Yeah.
or ever,
Ever.
and y'all get $100 bill.
Yeah. It's like they're only, like, they don't get any other tickets but this one ticket, and it happens to be the winning numbers.
For shame.
yeah.
Why can't that be me?
Well,
Same.
here's the thing. It, like Criss Cross was saying, we had a conversation about it because it was basically like something I never thought about, but someone had brought it up, and it was like, you know, like, what's a conspiracy theory? And then it was like, that the lottery's rigged to catch time travelers, and it was like, the heck is that? What do you mean?
And then
Explain it.
and then I started thinking, now there's a show called Travelers
Yes.
on Netflix.
Yes.
Good show, love it. I watched it like 17 times, no cap. But so if you've never seen it, not to spoil it, but basically these are future consciences. Right before someone dies, their conscience switches. And these people don't die. Instead of them dying, it's the new conscious that's living in them. But they have no idea these people's regular day lives, what they do, yada, yada, yada.
Right.
You're here to do a mission, and that's it. Okay? But one of them is, he's a coder, I believe. And he knows all the numbers. He knows the winning day numbers. So, him being from the future, he needs to make money quick. Boom. You go these numbers. Then you go to somebody else and say, hey, play these numbers and give me X amount. Boom. But why? Because you need to make sure that you have the money to maintain the life that you're now living until your conscience goes back to your time.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if this is real, which maybe it could be, I don't know. But has anybody checked on those one ticket winners lately?
They dead.
Not even. I don't think you just so damn drastic. You just couldn't be. They caught them. She just X-nayed them. She was like,
some of them.
But maybe I think no. I think they like if we're going based off of this theory that they're looking to see, okay, how many tickets did this person buy? Because I've gone to buy lottery and I've literally seen people with stacks
and get $4,
and I'm always like, I'm just spending my little $4, and I don't even want to know how much, because it's really thin paper. So if I'm seeing a thick stat, I mean thick, I can only imagine how much you put down with for them tickets. And so I usually want to think that they're doing it with a couple people, but if they're not and they do it for themselves, I'm thinking that they're asking these lottery winners like, hey, how much did you play for this lotto? And if they're like, oh, it's just the one ticket, they're probably thinking, and you happen to get the numbers on this one ticket, compared to people who were playing mad numbers, mad stacks, and they still haven't gotten even close to what you got.
Right.
Quick Pick is rigged. That's all I got to say. You gotta have your numbers.
I mean, it takes. They say it for every game, especially as the numbers go higher. It's like 1 in millions of people to get the exact winning numbers. So if you're only playing one ticket that happens to have the exact winning numbers,
we in the Twilight Zone.
I'm done. But now I'm scared for myself because I only be playing like 1 or 2 tickets, and not even often. I'd be like, I'll play today.
It's right, but you get previous tickets. Like, it's just like that one day where somebody's just like, damn, I feel kind of lucky.
Yeah.
And they go to a bodega down the street and be like, oh, let me get one with a power up or whatever it's called. And
the Men in Black are going to get them. Can you imagine Men in Black show up and they're like, we want to talk to you about your winnings. And it's like, dude, I was just going around to the bodega. I wanted to get a soda.
Right.
I want to get a sausage and cheese with ketchup, lettuce, tomato.
A bacon, egg, and cheese.
And all of a sudden, they're like, that soda don't exist.
Right. Can you imagine? But they get taken only because they decided to play once?
Yeah.
I'm out.
Then everybody
already know how I feel about like really crazy stuff. Like, I'm already done with aliens. All right. I've been done. I've been done.
Still ain't see that Miami video. I'm
the
just
fact
let y'all
that
know.
this whole you could play a ticket and go boop boop missing because
and ain't nobody missing.
They're thinking they think that you're a time traveler.
And ain't nobody know you anymore. You done?
Yo,
you never existed.
How do you prove that you're not a time traveler?
Like my mama in the corner, she waiting for me in the car.
Right? How do you prove you're not a time traveler? Like, it wasn't.
You know what would suck if it's like an 18-year-old and it's their like birthday and they're like, I'm just gonna play my first time really playing. And they mama in the car.
Again, but how do they prove?
They go up to the car with that pen thing from Men in Black and they be like, your name is such and such, you know how to drive, here's your license. Boom.
I'm done.
Forgotten. She never had kids. They already wiped all the pictures. Sick.
I'm out.
That's a Harry Potter. That's what Hermione had to do. That's what Hermione had to do.
But like, how do you prove you're not a time traveler? And on top of that, we legit just watched that episode of Twilight Zone.
We definitely did.
They wiped the man's whole life away. And he was like, I got proof. And he ran to get the proof. The proof was in the picture. And all the man did was turn 2.5 seconds. And they were like, sir, we're going to have to take you back to the hospital. He's like, look here. And they looked at it. And they looked at him. And then he looked at it. He said, no, my wife was in the picture. And she was. But then in like 2 seconds, she wasn't.
Twilight Zone. Harry Potter.
Shut up, Kimberly.
Well, now,
Yo, this gets too far deep. All I want to know is, how do they prove?
How do you prove you're not a time traveler? Like, I just read A Catcher in the Rye.
Do they make you take a test?
Right. Is there like a physical test? I'm thinking
Like, do they just start talking to you and then all of a sudden they say something wild and then you answer and they be like, gotcha.
And right.
I'm screwed. I heard say something wild. That's it, guys. Don't let me buy no more lottery tickets.
No facts.
Like,
I gotta start buying multiple.
or
Yeah.
is it like a code word? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, like sleeper agents. And they got the code word. And then the code word. And then you just start rambling off. You're like, how I know this? Because we know you know.
Oh my gosh.
They don't even say that. They just be like, and shut. They put the needle in your neck and you're gone. That's it.
Yo.
I watch too much TV.
This world is scurry. It's just too much.
I hope that freaks y'all out the way it just freaked me out. Because now I'm thinking about it real hard.
Well, I would say definitely buy more than one lottery ticket. Just
That's all.
even if you know the numbers, protect yourself out there, guys.
Yep.
Buy more than one ticket.
Do
They're
it
on to you.
anonymously, all right? You don't have to say your name in every state. Do it.
It doesn't matter
anonymously.
because you still have to go get the check, right? And they have to mark it out in your name.
No, you could still do it anonymously. They will not announce your name.
No, I didn't say anything about announcing. The fact that you still have to go there and get the money,
Right,
and
you gotta go
sign
to the
off.
actual place.
You still, they're gonna know who you are. You don't need to say it to the public, but you don't tell me that all them people in the bed ain't watching.
Right, because I'm stressed out with heartburn now.
You know
You
what I'm
imagine?
saying?
I don't
I
holding
think
the winning
if you
ticket
do
and
it-
I'm Harlem
Kimberly,
shaking
I
to the
think
door.
If you do it anonymously, that's probably even worse because now people don't even know
That you're gone.
right.
That you're gone.
Even worse.
They be like, you went on vacation.
Your best bet is to go public. To save your life so people know you exist.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh my goodness, that couldn't be me because I always fall off the grid. Nobody would ever know. Oh my
Hey,
goodness.
didn't we after that, didn't we talk about something else where they're turning us to forget?
Right.
Yeah, the Mandela effect.
Fruit of the loom, man. Fruit of the loom.
Yeah, so there was because we're talking about making you disappear or forget. You guys know we've spoken about the Mandela effect, and one of the things that came up as a Mandela is the fruit of the loom. So if many of you from the back in the day remember fruit of the loom, it has the fruits. Now some of us all remember a cornucopia filled with fruits, and a lot of us don't remember. Like nowadays, if you look at Fruit of the Loom, it's just the fruit. And they're saying that it's a Mandela effect, that it never had a cornucopia and it's only been the fruit. But
The Fruit of the Loom also messed it up because they put out the timeline of their quote unquote logo throughout the years, and none of it had the cornucopia.
right, so they purposely took it out. But there is some videos on TikTok, or if you on Reels, where a woman was really like bugging out about it. She's like, I remember it, and she went back and she had old shirts with Fruit of the Loom, and guess what she found? A shirt with the cornucopia and the fruit, and it says Fruit of the Loom. So it is theorized that it is the way that the reason they're telling us it's a Mandela effect is to test how well they can wipe history from people's memories. And so if they keep saying it doesn't exist, then it's going to get to a point where no one's going to remember it existed, and then it never did. So that's what it's they're saying is happening.
It's like George's tale.
Shut up, bro.
Wait, did you?
No, I didn't even get to message back. But I'm going to find out.
George's tale. What else is there?
Shazam. Which also came out that someone found the tape
and was playing it.
and played it.
On
And I was like, we
TikTok.
all remember Sinbad playing a genie named
know.
Shazam.
I used to watch it on the WB.
And there's a video on TikTok and Reels showing the video, which I was like, there it is. I'm not crazy.
I'm not crazy. I seen this movie.
Yeah.
I seen this movie.
There's
as
no
a
way
child.
Sinbad could fake it because he looks so young in the video, and
right.
you know the kids were in the video, and it's like, so where were we wrong? So why is this happening? Why are you guys like pushing this erasing things? And it makes me concerned because remember, like, what they're trying to do in Florida, where they're trying to wipe history that doesn't exist, or trying to say it didn't exist. So like, were these little things just tests, and now we're going on to bigger things to see how far we can go?
Maybe. Well, I would say that, and it goes into the history books of the kids. I have a beautiful friend that lives in Florida, and their children go to school, and mind you, there's no such thing as lockers in school anymore. Okay, number one, the kids have to carry all of their books in their bag at all times. So your backpack is full, immense. It hurts. Your back was already hurting before. But when they looked into their history book and they were like, oh, we're going to talk about 9/11 that happened here. They were like, it's only a paragraph.
Boy.
A paragraph of something of that magnitude that happened. It's just a paragraph, and that's it. There's no going into it. There's no explanation. This is what happened, and that is it.
That's wild.
So they are slowly annexing certain parts of history. Now, if this is 9/11 that happened in 2001, what are we thinking about George Washington crossing the river?
Probably a line. It's like a line.
He crossed to get over.
Right. He crossed the river.
There was no importance of it. There's a huge importance. Paul Revere.
Yeah.
Like, these are things that make me think.
He probably got 2 lines. Maybe
he
like
saw the
3
candle,
words. Right.
The horse came down.
Saw light. Yeah, I just caught, yeah.
So it's like that makes you think, if we're gonna try to erase bigger things,
right? Yeah, but like, it's like, where are we going with that?
Why
and where? So yeah, if you those Mandelas. So it's like, it's this whole thing going back to the lottery ticket. I don't even know. I don't check into these people. I don't. Lottery winners win. It's just, I'm always like, oh, there was a lottery. I'm like, damn, it wasn't me. Yeah, it wasn't me. I don't care. But I don't ever go into research, or I don't go in depth, because it's pointless in my book. But to find out, oh, who won? How did they win? How many tickets? And I don't know. And if some of them were from the future and now they missing in the past, I don't even know what to I don't know what to tell you at this point. And so they were here one day and they're gone the next. So things are getting
just
erased.
Remember to keep in touch to your close ones.
You win the lottery. Please, sharing is caring.
That's right.
Sharing is caring. Number 1. Number 2, go public.
I got bills.
I got bills. Kimberly got bills. But number 2, go public. You're in the public eye. Ain't nobody gonna see you go missing. Hopefully. And number 3, make sure you buy multiple tickets. Don't just buy one. Make it, at least stage it a little bit. Buy more than one. But what do you guys think about Criss Cross's conspiracy theories today? Do you think do you really think people from the future are coming in the past and winning the lotteries? Do you think that there's something behind this? Is there some thoughts about that? Even with the Mandela effects, like, what do you guys think about that? So just comment and let us know.
What do you guys think about the Mothman?
Ooh.
Just think about that for next show.
All right. So now we're going to go into our recommendations. And I'll start. I'm thankful that recently my partner got me a Fitbit, and I wanted one from before, but I have to say, I don't wear, people know me, I don't wear watches, I don't wear many bracelets, I don't wear anything on my wrist. I have very sensitive skin, so I don't really wear these things, but this, I love this Fitbit because it keeps track of my steps. It keeps track of my heart rate, my sleep pattern, when I look at it, it really tells me if I'm sleeping, if I'm not sleeping, how am I doing? It keeps track of my water intake. It really does a lot that I didn't expect. I really just wanted to keep track of my steps a day because I wanted to build more in walking. So the fact that now it keeps track of so many other things I wasn't expecting, water intake and, my stress levels, it lets me know if I'm up, if I'm sleeping. It, tells me the time, it sets alarms. It's really a great tool. So I got the Fitbit 6, but if you ever want a tool that really is encompassing everything that requires your health, especially in this new year, I know a lot of us are on the health kick. I recommend it, looking into it. You can look on Amazon or you can just Google Fitbit and definitely check it out if you're really interested. I know a lot of us have smartwatches. I'm not a big smartwatch person, but I really do like this as a tool that I can use just for, just to keep track of where my health is. So that's my recommendation. And I hope you guys check it out if you really are interested in something like that.
Get that Fitbit.
All right. So I have done a recommendation before from this universe. Mm-hmm. My recommendation is Gerald's Game. So it's in the Flanagan universe. So if you don't know he's a director. His name is Mike Flanagan. He has created these shows, which one of the shows I've done before is A Haunting of Hill House, or on Hill House. Mm-hmm. And love these. They're a little creepy, a little thriller, a little spooky, but Gerald's Game is such a psychological thriller. Mm-hmm. It makes you think. It puts you in the place. It gets your mind thinking. Mm-hmm. In that moment, what would you do? Mm-hmm. What would happen? So it is on Netflix. Mm-hmm. It is such a great watch. It's only an hour, 45 minutes long. Mm-hmm. Definitely. It is an older show. It was made back in 2017.
Yeah.
So,
and it's based off of Stephen King.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So good. Mm-hmm. But definitely take a minute, get into the Flanagan universe. Watch Gerald's Game. Totally worth the watch.
Mm-hmm. Ooh. So I have another Netflix recommendation. It is called God's Crooked Lines. If anyone has ever seen Shutter Island, it is semi-similar to that. However, this is from a woman's take. And I'm not going to spoil it. But you never really do know what the ending is and if she cracked the mystery. Mm. It is a long watch. It's about 2.5 hours maybe. But every scene is going to make you think.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
That's fire.
Oh. Yes.
All right, guys. So those are our recommendations. If you have any recommendations for us, definitely leave some comments. We would love to hear those, and definitely let us know if you checked out any of our recommendations. We'd love to hear that. Again, thank you for everyone for listening and tuning in, and we hope you tune in next week. And share and spread the love. We would love for you guys to spread the word on MKC. We really appreciate it. Again, this has been
My Kind of Convo.